Music City San Francisco is now live on twitch.tv every weekend. Like, share, subscribe, and join the musical revolution.
And we are back in the prestigious podcast room, the media center, the room that overlooks the main stage where Shauna Morrison, daughter of Van Morrison, is playing right now. It sounds great out there. The floor is rumbling. There's some good vibes around the bar. I know the Latin Fest is absolutely going off downstairs in the underground, and making their way up through Music City and into the podcast room is a dear friend of ours, EscherT.
What's up?
What's up,
How's it going?
What have you been up to this evening?
Oh man, I've just been bouncing around. As I mentioned last night, I don't know if y'all were watching the podcast last night. If you weren't, you were missing out. But always. But as I mentioned last night, I'm a really big fan of Latin music, and oh my god, it's popping off down there.
Yeah, how good is that festival?
Fucking killer, man.
Yeah, Pablo really put on a show.
Yeah. There's some definite expertise going on there, man. Yeah,
it's great. There's and I've noticed in the curation of the artists, it's a couple of full bands, from like a 3-piece band to a 5-piece band. The headlining band, I think, is a 7-piece band. There's a couple of solo artists.
Man.
There's a couple of DJs. They've really gone versatile on the curation of the event, which is great.
You know, that's really something I want to see more often, is curated events.
Yes.
You know, I feel like a lot of events are just kind of slapped together. Like, they take a lot of people from a similar genre. All the bands that hit them up first get to play in the same show. Which,
yes.
You know, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But
Sometimes you hit it lucky and it's cool, but I hear what you're saying. When it's like a little bit more thought out, then
absolutely,
the result is this.
If you take a look at Bill Graham, he used to do the same thing. You know, he used to really be very selective about who he put on his lineups at any given time. Yeah, that turned off. I don't really know why. We should. Oh. There we go.
I don't know who keeps turning it off.
Dude, I don't know, man. It's almost like it's not very elbow resistant. I don't know. Maybe.
No, it's not. It's it could be like a. Could be a signal thing, because this is just a little RF wireless remote control.
Could be like I kicked it or something, whatever.
No, I don't think so. It's happened a few times.
We're both like AV people. We're like, gotta troubleshoot this. Let's begin. No, but
man, I tell you what, we've got the tech team of tech teams. Yeah, they've probably figured it out in the 3 seconds that it took us to say this thing wrong. They're probably like, oh no, we know exactly what it is.
These fucking idiots out there.
Exactly. They'll tell us in the next break and be like, you guys are dumb.
Yeah. No, they're a lot more polite than that. I promise you. But yeah, I like seeing a lot of curation. It really makes for some great shows.
Yeah, and it's not only the artists down there, it's also the vendors. They're selling a bunch of merch down there. They've gone and they've actually printed Latin Fest at Music City SF merch, which I think is so cool. Like, go the extra mile. Why not, you know?
Yeah. I mean, so there's that's really some inspiration for all you out there who've been wanting to get into music, but maybe feel like I'm not going to say you don't have what it takes to be a musician, because everybody does. Anybody can learn to play. If you think you can't, you're wrong. But as I was saying, like, if you want to get into the creation side of music without necessarily putting yourself up front, there are people who love to serve or prefer to do things on the back end than be up on stage. Get into promoting. Go throw a show. A lot of people really get into like curating Spotify playlists these days, and they'll use it as like an outlet for like their own creativity. You can do that with live bands too. If you show up to gigs of local bands and you say, hey, I want to book you for another show, I don't think you get turned down very often.
No, bands like gigs.
Exactly. I mean, you have the space to do it here too. Like, we have so many different stages you can perform on downstairs, and this one's doing so well. There's so much cool stuff going on down there right now. If you felt like you wanted to curate a show, Nobody's going to stop you. Nobody along the line from you conceiving your idea to actually performing it in this space is going to say no.
Absolutely.
Nobody's going to say no.
No doubt. And we do at Music City, we work with a lot of different promoters and curators, a lot of different talent scouts and talent buyers, as they call it. It's pretty awesome. And as Escher says, if you're interested in curating a show of sorts, come and see us at Music City San Francisco. We're definitely keen to help you realize that dream. Of course, a place like this opens itself to many people to join the music scene, to join the music industry, and it's not only artists, as you say.
Oh no,
the music industry needs so much more than just artists. Of course, artists are they're the creators, they're the creatives,
but there's a lot of us.
There's a bunch of us scallywags out there, but of course, sound engineers, for example, super important to have excellent sound engineers, and that opens the door for me to talk about the two sound engineers who are here tonight.
Oh my God, they're wonderful.
Both Lily and Chloe have come through WAM, which is Women's Audio Mission, all-female sound engineering school, and they produce extremely high quality engineers. We've got 3 engineers that work here, all who have come through WAM, and we will definitely have more in the future. We have a relationship with WAM where they send us interns to try out, and we really think that they produce high level engineers. It's not just a gimmick that we're gonna all woman woman power. They're actually doing it really, really well. And it is empowering to women at the end of the day because the product is good.
Absolutely. It's not like a Marvel movie where they're like, you're a woman, but we're going to give you really bad writing because we're purchasing it. Anyways, that's a different beast.
That's a topic for Albert Lopez to take on one day, I think.
Stage three is jump.
All right, Escher. Well, I'm not going to keep you any longer then.
No, man, I'm out of here.
Head down to the underground, go party your ass off, and I'll meet you down there. If not there, I'll see you at the bar on my way down.
Just to wrap it all up from what I was saying. If you want to get into it, come down here and talk to people.
Yes.
We live in a very digital age, and you can meet a lot of great people online to help you realize your dreams in media and all sorts of stuff like that. But there is no replacement for doing things in person.
Absolutely.
No replacement, none at all. So, get your ass down here. We got a lot of great people on this team with a lot of great connections. You meet people who can help you realize your dreams and people who are willing to help you, and you can help them. And it's just this beautiful symbiotic relationship between all the creators here.
Absolutely.
But anyways, I'm going to go enjoy some Latin music, so deuces.
Escher, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Always great to see you.
Always a pleasure, man. Thank you.
Anytime. And if those words from Escher were just not enough to get you to come to Music City and you're wondering when exactly you should come, it's probably on Thursday nights. Thursday night is the community night. We've got DJ workshops, we've got open mic, we've got a pro jam with rotating musicians. Any Thursday night is a good night to come to Music City, to meet someone and talk about what you do, what you want to do, talk about music, get involved in the scene. You never know. We might have you here in the podcast room interviewing you on a live stream.